Hey y'all, what's going on? I'm back with the review of the Has and Has Not, Season 6, Episode 22, Till Death Do Us Part. Now, it seemed like after this episode, there'll be a break and they come back on Tuesday, August 14th. But hey, they gave us something to look forward to, and I think it was a good cliffhanger episode to me. Candace and RK. Last week Candace pushed Oscar out the window. He's dead. There's no more badgering, cause he beat the shit out of Candace last week, but she got him back by throwing him out the window. So RK came back. Candace said, "Oh, I need you to do something for me." She said, "I want Oscar's dead." He said, "What? What happened?" And she said she pushed him out the window. And he said, "Oh gosh." So she said, "You should do something for me." And she asked, telling him what to say. Right in it, I said, "Oh, she asked him to write a suicide note." To me, it seemed like he jumped out because he couldn't do it. So she wrote a note and make sure there was no fingerprint on the paper and everything. And he was writing it and said, "Put it in his room." She told him his room number. He did he put it in the room. Came back. He said, "What did he do to you that make you want to push him out the window?" And he said, "Well, he stole from me." And he said, what he stole with? He said, he stole $4 million. And I stole it right back with plus interest. He said, $4 million. Oh, crazy. It seemed like RK wanted to freaking get with Candace. She said, I need you to get to work. Get to work. You need to go down there, go back to work. Let me know what's going on. What is they finding? You got to keep me in a loop. And he said, okay. He went down. So later that time, same time, we know Jim and Gia was at that hotel. So they came down the steps, and Gia said she talked to him later. He walked off. He saw Officer Justin. So I was like, damn, Justin still got his job. I was like, wow, he lost everything, but I guess he still got the police job. He saw Officer Justin, and he said, tell me anything. What's going on? He already asked Justin to tell him. He said he demanded Justin to tell him, because at first Justin was not going to tell him what's going on. He said, well, I will let you know. You better tell me exactly what's going on. So this one, Justin told him that we have a jumper, and he told him who was the jumper. He said, Oscar. And he asked him, did you know Oscar? He said, no, I don't. Jim said, I don't know Oscar. And he said we found a note in his room and we're gonna go in the lab and get it tested. And he said he walked off and got what to do and went in the elevator, and Justin was looking at the floor when he stopped at to see that he know him or not. But he said he doesn't know. I said okay. So then we get so Jim went to see David, right? Because Erica and David was in the house. They would talk about furniture. She was saying, oh, this furniture is crazy, it's dirty, it's nasty. And that's my phone, y'all, leave it alone. She said, it's dirty, nasty, it's crazy, and she wanted to change it. He said, okay, we could change it. She basically said it's ugly. It's ugly furniture. And I'll change it. She said, okay, we can go to the store, we can change it. And she said, okay, we can change it. He said, no, I want to do it. He said, yeah, sure, fine, go ahead. He really submitted. He really open with this girl. He really open by Erica to the point that she tricked him and had sex with him. So I hope she probably got pregnant. I don't know. She was trying to get pregnant. But he said, let's go. So he said he had a surprise for her. And surprise was he said surprise was he got her a car, and she said, oh gosh, she wanted to test drive it. He said, go ahead and test drive. She said, no, I want to wait for you. He said, go. And she said, okay, I want to wait for you. And he said, all right. So this is where Jim came and pull up, and Jim and him was talking, and Jim told David that Oscar got killed, and Oscar killed himself. And he said, what? David didn't want to believe it. He said, Oscar would not do that. He would not do that. He said, yeah, I told him he did that. But and that's when it came to find out. David told, he said, police is over there, and David told Jim that Benny's in jail, because it was like, yo, he supposed to find out about the money, and the money is in Benny's account, and they say they know that, and told him Benny in jail, and he said, you know what, you need to let me know where he at so I could talk to him, because I need my damn money. Jim want his money back, and he told him that Jim asked David why he's in jail, and he said he's getting in jail for robbing him alone. And he asked David to call to see he could go see him, because he wanted to see Benny. So he went to see Benny, right? Jim went to see Benny. Benny said, "Oh, I didn't want to talk to you, like, to my lawyer." He said, "Go ahead." He said someone, he is his lawyer. He said, "My lawyer." He said, "Somewhat." And then he started talking. I said, "Benny, shut your mouth. Why is he talking to Jim?" I was like, really, oh my gosh. Just shut up, you stupid idiot. Why? So they started talking. Jim said, "Where's my money?" And he said, "Oh, I'm not telling you that. I can't tell you that." He said, he want his money back. And he said his sister took his money. Jim told Benny that Candace took his money, and he want his money back. And Benny was like, "Oh my gosh." So this where Marty and Hannah came in and told Benny that he's releasing and he's going out of jail. And Jim said, "Wow, what?" And that's what they told him, is that the real perpetrator got caught. It got turned in, and that's when Marty told him that your wife Catherine turned Wyatt in. Now, before that happened, right? Earlier in the episode, Catherine and Hannah was talking. Remember, Catherine last week was breaking down, crying in the car because she knows the truth, and it's killing her when she find out that she knows that Benny is going to jail for something that her son did. So what she ended up doing is that she went back to the police station. She said, "Hannah, I need to talk to you. I need to talk to you." Hannah didn't even talk. She said, "I can't do this right now." She said, "I need to tell you something." She said, "What is it?" "Your son did. Benny didn't do it. I know who did it." She said, "Who?" She said, "My son Wyatt." And Hannah was like, "What? Your son?" And he said, "How do you knew?" She said, "Not too long ago, I just found out." And she said, "Did you know all this all along?" She said she knew what he did, but she didn't know who he killed and everything. But I could have sworn she did find out, but it kept quiet, kept in cahoots and with herself. So she probably shift that little part off, if I remember correctly. If she did knew that Wyatt killed him alone, but I know that it was some altercation with the Malones, but I don't know if she know how far it went. But she told Hannah she gonna make this right. She said she had to turn her son in, and it was killing her. It was painful for her. It was killing her, and it's painful for her, a mother, to do that to her own child. Because you want to protect your child, you want to be there for your child, you want your child to love and grow up and do things and see them, but you don't want to do things that limit their freedom, like putting them to jail or getting them arrested and in the hospital, whatever you need to do, or putting them away to home because they acting up, detention center. So as a parent, it hurts to do that, but sometimes kids gotta learn, like, it's the tough thing. You did something, you gotta pay for it. I cannot keep covering for you and think that you can always do something and I can always cover for you. And that's what Catherine do. She always been covering for Wyatt. She always been taking up his slack. She always been protecting him and giving the things that he has been doing, instead of him facing his consequences. And that way he came a little spoiled and came a little spoiled brat and became a little person that he feel like he could do whatever he wants because his parents always gonna be there for to help him out. So Catherine was like, Hannah was like, "It's just the thing you gotta do. I know it hurts, it's painful for you, but sometimes you gotta do that." And look how she said, "Look how me and my own daughter, Candace." And she said she thanks, and Hannah thanks her for telling her the truth. And Catherine said, I called Marty, I let him know. So he should be coming down, you should be meeting him soon, and your son was getting out. And now I got to go to see my own son and make this right and get him committed. So this was Catherine went to see Wyatt. Wyatt was still his own rude ass self with his old straight jack at that same ass ward, and freaking like saying like, "Oh, you the worst mother. I don't want you here. I really hate you. Why you did this to me? It's because I'm testifying against you. So you all off on me and everything." And she's like, "No, and I was gonna do this because I can't keep coming for you. You need to pay for what you did, and you need to learn. Point blank, period." And he said, "Oh, I hate you. I can't stand you. You the worst mother ever. I don't know why. You always sending me to you always sending me places, to boarding schools, to all these practices, to everything in the power for raising us as kids. You always doing something to separate us, to push us off instead of raising us." And Catherine said, "I'm sorry for a mother. I'm a worse mother when I help you do your when that priest was trying to molest you or was molesting you, and I help you. I'm a worse mother when I cover up the little crime when you hit and run Benny. I cover for you for a lot of things. The drugs, when you called me on my phone to get money for your drugs habit, because you was interacting with a drug lord and it went bad. So I was mother to do that." And I said, "Yeah, it's usually like that, because kids especially the ones who like give you trouble, always do something, and then once to their parent, the ones that they figure hate, or the ones they figure do the most hurt towards, to help them out. And as you a parent, you don't want to say no to your child, so you want to go and help them as much as you can, but is that it's enabling their behavior." So Catherine said, "No, it's enough. You need to get your son turned 30. And he said, "What's going on?" She got the police, got him, and arrested him. And he said, "What I get arrested for? You get arrested for the attempted murder of Benny Malone." And I was like, "Oh, wait, Wyatt." And I don't think Jim gonna like that, because he was like, "Wyatt's not gonna last in jail. He's not." And I said, "He probably ain't gonna last." But oh well. That's why, if he didn't want to do this to his parents, he should have just shut his mouth and be obedient as little child. But he want to be an ungrateful little bastard and doing all this craziness to say he hates you. She probably would have turned you in, or if you wasn't saying all that stuff. And especially when you say you would have killed them, if you get a chance to kill them. I would say, fuck, shit. If I was Catherine, I would have cut your ass out. But oh well, she did the smart thing way and turn yourself in. You got to learn. You can't just do shit and without having any consequences. You need to face it. Now, at the time with David, he said he had to go do some things because Erica was a test drive. He said, "I gotta go out and do something." After Jim left, the hitman was outside the house. Now, remember, Veronica hired a hitman to put a hit on David and Erica to kill them, basically to get rid of them. And she said she wanted big, she wanted explosive and everything. So that new car, he spotted David getting Erica. He called Veronica. He said, "I will let you know." She said, "Why are you calling me? Is the job done?" He said, "No, I will call you that he got her new stuff in the car." She said, "Oh, I expect that." And he said something else, other stuff. And she was like, he said, "Are you sure? Because once I do this, there's no turning back. Your hands is dirty." She said, "Child, get it done and stop calling my phone," and hanged up. And then she also at the same time, Veronica got another call to meet up somebody to meet at this address. Now it turned to find out she was getting the address for Hannah's place that Melissa staying at, so she could get Melissa committed. Because remember, she called the favor for her judge that she had a close relationship with in the past, and get court documents order to get Melissa committed to the ward, because she endangered herself and her baby. Now that's what she was going to get, because last week I didn't know what the hell she was on the phone for, and why she getting an address, and why she needs an address, and who the address she's looking for. But it turned to find this episode, it was for Hannah. Now, it was little things, right? Then we get this RK, Jeffrey, and Justin, the situation, right? Justin called Jeffrey. Jeffrey left that bar downstairs because RK was flirting with him, trying to say, "I want you. I'm trying to get with you. So you should go upstairs, and I'll meet you at your room. I can find your room." So Justin called Jeffrey, and Jeffrey said, "Oh, why are you calling me?" And he said, "Oh, I need a reason to call you, and why you treating me this way, and that's how the way you talk to me." Now, Jeffrey told Justin that he was at the condo that he just ransacked, but Justin knows better. Justin knows that Jeffrey's somewhere in that hotel. So while he was talking to Jeffrey, he was looking at eavesdropping at the doors and seeing that he could hear Jeffrey's voices in the doors. He was like, keep talking. He was like this. Then he was like this. And he kept talking. And then it was hang up. And Jeffrey wanted to hang up on him, right? So they talking for a little while. He said, you're going to need to punish. She said, "Oh, how you going to punish me?" I said, "Oh, Justin, you freaking bitch. How you going to get punished?" "Yes, Daddy, I want to get punished. Yes, I want to get punished. I want to get punished." But, yes. But, he has to get punished. And Jeffrey said, "You know what? I'm tired of this. I'm hanging up." So they hanged up. And then he was calling back. And while he was calling back, he was trying to still listen to the doors. That's when he saw RK. Remember, RK is the one that Justin arrested and got him to do some of the performance work on him and put him in jail. That's the time that RK that's the first time that RK and Jeffrey met. But Jeffrey didn't remember who RK was at the time. And that's the time that Justin wanted to make Jeffrey jealous by getting with RK. What she did was kind of jealous. So RK went in the room, followed. I guess Justin was eyeing him. It was like, "Ooh, who is he? What room he going to?" Because he know why he arrested him. So he was like, he's trouble. So RK went to Jeffrey's room, try to flirt, try to seduce Jeffrey. He said, "Oh, I want you," putting his suspenders off his shirt and try to help him. No, try to get with him. He said, "I want to sleep with you." And Jeffrey said, "Oh my gosh, you one of those, like, come on, what are you trying to do?" It kept pushing until Justin came to the door. Justin came in, baby. He don't care. He don't like when anybody pushing up on his boo thing, Jeffrey. He went in on freaking RK. He said, "Oh, I know you. You got arrested. Do you know he got arrested? He got a rap sheet longer than my freaking arm. And what you doing here? I arrested you because you were trying to pose. You was robbing people, and you trying to pose as being gay, as doing the robbery. I arrested you for that." And he said, "Oh, that charge got dropped." He said, "Oh well." He said, "Get the hell out of here. Get that out of here." He said, "Why you got hired in this building anyway?" He said, "Well, it's a temp agency. They put me in places here." He said, "Get out." And RK is like a little shooken by Justin because Justin did something to her. Because he told us when that first time we met RK that this officer had him do some things. But he got out, and Jeffrey asked Justin. He said, "When you gonna take to get to freaking let me go?" He said, "To death." He said, "I told you to stop doing that." She said, "Not like that. To death do us part." So basically, either you died or he died, but he's not letting you go. So you gonna forget. And actually, Jeffrey, you say you still in love with him anyway. So for you to keep doing all this being a hardcore buddy, when you told your own father that you're not over him yet, so stop it. You want him, you want him. That's how it is. Now, then we get to two little last things, right? Remember, we got the thing that Catherine arrested her son. So that was one little thing, because it ended before he got arrested. So I guess we're going to see a continuation when they come back, how he reacts, and what he do. Is he going to struggle, and what's going to happen if Jim going to come, and something like that. But it looks like he got arrested. He's going to get arrested. Now, the next little whatever happened. Veronica went to the place with this doctor to Hannah's place. So Veronica saw Hannah and she said, "Oh, what you doing here?" And she said, "This is my place." She said, "Oh, you can afford this?" They was reading. Veronica was reading. And she was saying, Hannah was like, "What you doing?" She said, "I need to talk to Melissa." She said, "You're not talking to a child." And she said, "I got a court order." And Veronica was reading a court order to Hannah like she was fucking like a baby, like she don't understand. She said, "This and that, and I was like, "Veronica, you is not good, bitch. You is no good. No good at all." And She said you talked to Melissa. Hannah rang the door. She said, well, you don't got your keys to your own damn house? And rang the door. Melissa came out. She said, what you doing here? She said, I need to get you checked out, girl. You dating your baby. I need to check you out. You suicidal or something like that. She didn't say suicidal, but she said you're dangerous. I need to check you because you're dangerous to yourself and your baby. She said, no, I'm not going away with you. She said, well, I got a court order. You got to come with this doctor. She said, I'm not going with you. Slammed the door and went up. Went all the way up there. Veronica hit and still was going back and forth. She said, you're not getting that child. You just leave her alone. She said, you're not going there. She said, I got a court order. She said, so what? I can call the police. She said, we'll call the police. And they still not getting in here. She said, oh, you be ungrateful. That's when they saw Melissa in the roof. She said, I can't stand you. She said, no, Melissa. Veronica and Hannah both said, Melissa, no, child, baby, don't do it. No, Melissa, no. She said, I can't take it anymore. You ruined my life. She said, Melissa, no, Melissa. And Melissa said, whoa, and just jumped off the roof. I mean, with a fall like that, she will have to die. Now, if they come out on August 14th and say she lived, I was like, oh, man. I mean, granted, stuff does happen. Miracles does happen. People do survive. But I feel like when she jumped from up there and she leaped on her ground like that, I don't think she should be alive. But we see, because it didn't show what happened. It just showed that she jumped. It didn't show the body on the concrete and nothing like that. So we don't know exactly what happened. But normally, real life, when you jump off the building like that, maybe it's not really too high, but still, usually you die. That was another cliffhanger, so we don't know the state of Melissa's body, but when she jumped off the roof, it looked like she's dead. Then we get David and Erica. David finally came back, right? And they said, let's go. She said she took the test ride around the corner, around the block, and he said, let's go back and then start the shopping. Got in the car, right? And he got her in the car. He was about to walk to the other side. As soon as she turned the ignition and the key in the ignition off, it blew up her, and David flew on the screen. We said, whoosh, looked like it was 3D. But that was that. So we don't know. I guess Erica died. She may got a lot of degree burns. Usually when you get a car accident like that, you blew up yourself, you usually die. And then David got flu, so he may get damaged. He may be alive or not, but it looks like he might be alive. It's just that he just flew and he probably caught a little bit impact, so he probably be banged up. But that was it. That was the cliffhanger that it had. It had what Erica's car blew up. She was inside. David flew, so we don't know exactly the impact, what happened. If she's alive or she's dead. I would think she'd be dead too. So I can't stand Erica. Her plan backfired. But we'll see. Like I said earlier, haves and has not. It's taking a break. It's coming back in August 14th. So let's wait for next month and get it. Hope y'all like this review. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Also share my videos when you can to help me grow. My name is Tom Mizzle. My channel is Mizzle14, and I'll talk to you later. Peace.